And joining us now on the RSL show, we have the former Kansas City winger, we have the former Kansas City captain, and now a member of Real Salt Lake. It's Johnny Russell. Johnny, thanks for taking the time, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
The first question we have to ask right off the bat: the rivalry, right? You go from supporting Kansas City, Real Salt Lake, longtime rivals. Now you're here. What's your take and what's your view on the rivalry?
Um, I feel like the start of the rivalry was obviously before I got to the league. But then when I joined, you could definitely you could definitely feel it. You could feel the history of the games. There was still some guys I played with and some guys still here who were part of that. So you could feel it, you understood it. And yeah, I feel like it continued throughout my time in Kansas as well. So I'm I'm very aware of what went on before and what sort of continues to be the rivalry.
So now
Yeah,
that you're here with the Real Salt Lake, and now that you're going to be a part of this team, right? Is it difficult going from one team to the other side of the rivalry, or I guess what's your feelings on just moving over now to Real Salt Lake?
No, I wouldn't say it's difficult. I made it very clear that my intentions were to stay in Kansas. I wanted to stay at Sporting, and they obviously they didn't want that. They wanted to go a different way. So they wanted to move on, and I have to move on as well. I still felt that I had too much to give to just call it there. And yeah, it's a new opportunity. It's a fresh start. It's kind of different to what I've been used to, in terms of my role in the team. But I've said earlier that it's an exciting young team that I'm very happy to be a part of and try and help them and guide them just with my knowledge of the league and my experience throughout my playing career. I understand that I'm towards the end of my career, even though I still feel I've still got a lot left compared to the guys that I'm going to be playing with, who are a lot of them are just sort of fresh in the door. So I'm excited for that part of it, that challenge. It's a part of my job as a captain that I actually really enjoyed in Kansas. And although I'm not captain here, it's still something I feel that I can help and be that sort of leader within the group as well. I think that's one of the main reasons I've been brought here to impart some of that experience and leadership on a really exciting young team, but a team that doesn't have a huge deal of experience.
who's the one player for RSL right now that you're really looking forward to playing with?
I think the easy answer is Luna. I think obviously being an attacking player and obviously watching him come in the league and how he's adapted so quickly, how much he's progressed in a short period of time. I think he's a really exciting player, one that didn't enjoy playing against, but could always appreciate when you watch him. And now we've got on really well so far, so hopefully that translates to the field as well. But yeah, he's probably the standout guy that if you were to ask a lot of people, they would probably say him. So I'm excited for that. Excited to link up with him, and he's another one. He doesn't need help the way he's playing right now, but if there's anything I can do to help him on and off the field, then it's guys like that I'm here to help.
So how exactly are those conversations like behind the scenes, right? When you meet with the front office, when you meet with the head coach, and they say and they want you to come in and help and bring your experience, is that what about that entices you to make that decision to come here and be that bring that veteran experience and be that veteran leader?
I mean, the main thing really was continuing playing. That was obviously the first and foremost. I didn't want to just come here and be this bit part player. And that was the conversations. And I know that, and I do not expect to just walk into the team because of I've played in the league and what I've done. I know I have to earn my spot. Um, but that's good for the team in general. If I'm pushing the guys in front of me, and if they're continuing to play in front of me, then that's best for the team because they're playing at a high standard. I know what I can bring to the team, whether that's starting games off the bench. It's a really exciting time for me, obviously, and it's I'm I'm trying to get there as quick as possible so I can get out there and help. And then obviously the one of the big points for them was because it's such a young team, the lack of experience in the league just sort of been brought in to be a little bit of a guide and a mentor to some of those younger guys and just try and help them understand what this league takes physically, mentally, what how basically how to go about your your job as being a pro. So that was a role that I really enjoyed doing in Kansas. You know, I'm lucky that I'm able to continue to do that and sort of help the next generation of guys coming through as well.
You scored many goals for Sporting Kansas City, and it felt like anytime you played against us, you were also on the score sheet. Kind of became a joke around here, but what's your favorite goal you've scored in MLS play?
Ooh, probably I scored two in 18 against Galaxy, home and away. Both very similar goals off the dribble, but I would probably say the one at home because it's what clinched the playoffs for us in my first season at Kansas. So I'd probably say that. I mean, I've been lucky enough to score, you know, plenty of times there. But that one, if I was to pick anyone, that one sticks out more than the others.
How about a favorite goal against Real Salt Lake? Any of those particularly stick out to you?
You're setting me up here. I can't remember what year it was, but I'm sure I I scored a free kick, um, bent it to the far post, and it's always nice to score free kicks. And I've been, oh, I don't know to say lucky now, but I've scored a couple of times here and been on the receiving end of a little bit of stick after it. So I mean, they were always fun. But if I could pick one, it'd probably be the free kick, just because it was the free kick goal.
If I remember right, it was quite a beautiful goal. So
Appreciate
props. Yeah.
it.
Which actually brings me to my next question is yeah, I mean obviously you haven't really trained too much with the team yet, but has there been conversations knowing that you have that experience at the free kicks? Is there been conversations already about you potentially taking free kicks?
We haven't got to that yet. I know there's a little pecking order here, so I'll need to fight my way in. But I mean, you do that in the training sessions. If I show that what I'm capable of from those sort of positions, then I'm sure I'll be in the conversation. But I'm not going to come in right away and start demanding that I take them. So we've got a lot of guys here who are very capable from those sort of positions. So we'll see how it goes. But I know if I'm in there and I'm called upon, then I've got the ability to produce something.
We all know you're a professional soccer player, so we know what you do for a living. What do you do when you're not on the field? What are your interests?
I mean, a lot of my time is taken up by my kids. I think most parents will understand that. I've got three kids, so there's not much time in the day that I do get to myself, and obviously taking them to their hobbies and just spending time with them is a huge part of not just my day but my life. If I do get the opportunity to go and do something on my own or with people, it'd be golf. Um, huge fan of golf. Um, I like to play as often as I can. Having three kids, I don't get to play as often as I can. But that's something that I'm definitely excited about, and a few of the guys already have already mentioned that they've got a little golf group going. So in the process of getting my my stuff shipped here, and my golf clubs are in there. So hopefully not too far away. I'll be out, and some of the courses here look beautiful. So I'm excited to get out there.
Absolutely, man. There's a lot of good golfing places here in the state of Utah. So, um, when you come in now, like we all know you came from Sporting Kansas City, but you come in, there's a lot of guys who have been with this team for a really long time. How are those conversations like when you hit the training ground and now you're a part of the team, specifically with a guy like Justin Glad who's been here forever, and has played against you multiple times, defended against you multiple times. What are those conversations like?
I think that helps when you come in. Obviously, I don't know them on a personal level, but when you play against someone that much, you get that common, respect where you know each other. So in a way, it is familiar when you come into the building and you see those guys, and like those guys are the first to come and welcome you and try and integrate you as quick as possible. And yeah, I'm sure the more the days go on, like some stories will come out and some memories will come out. So I'm looking forward to those talks. But I mean, there's a lot of guys here who are new to the team, new to the league, who haven't played against me or maybe haven't seen me play. So that's exciting as well. It's I'm sure, like I said, those talks will come up eventually, but we're on the same side now, so hopefully we can produce some of the same sort of memories together.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, Real Salt Lake is a club, right? A lot of our legends are ex rival players, right? Even Pablo is an ex Colorado Rapids player, so you'll be welcomed eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually, I appreciate that.
No, no, we're happy to have you here. I just had to just make myself feel better. I had to throw it in there, you know.
No, I trust me, I get it. I understand that not everyone's going to be receptive to it, but I'm sure when they see me out there and what I give for the team and what I can produce, and hopefully it changes opinion, but I get it.
Yeah, no, you'll be very welcomed here, especially after you get on the field and people see you. It will take no time. So we welcome you here, Johnny.
I
We're
appreciate
happy to
it.
have you. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And then also outside of soccer, it sounds like you have a pretty big affection for muscle cars. And you were talking about an orange Camaro. So,
Yeah, it's the 50-year anniversary Hot Wheel car. So the orange with the black stripes down the front. So that was the very first thing I bought when I moved to the US. I still have it. It's stored away for I mean, I'm not going to say a rainy day because I don't use it in that, but it's because it's such a iconic car. I kind of want to keep it good for as long as I can, so it doesn't get the use that it used to when I first got it. But it's yeah, I love it.
you looking at
Any other muscle cars on your list that you want to get?
I'm a big fan of sort of 60s, 70s muscle cars. The Mustangs from that era. But I'm not sure. I don't know if I can justify or get away with having a second muscle car. But we'll see. We'll see what the
They,
future holds.
they don't end up fitting the kids too well, do they?
No, they don't. I mean, the kids love it, but it's a very very tight squeeze, especially now that they're getting a little bit older.
Josh, anything else you want to add before or ask before we let Johnny go, man?
No, just again, thanks for your time, man. We're happy to help you here, have you here. Wow, edit that out, Alex. Just the last thing, any message you have, for RSL fans and even SKC fans that are sad to see you go and join their rival.
Yeah, I mean, I think uh, I think SKC fans all know how much I love being there, how much I love playing for them. And honestly, I didn't want to leave there. I wanted to stay there. Whether it was just for this year or another year after that, I made it very clear and vocal that I wanted to finish my career there. And from day one, they were so supportive and receptive of me. And honestly, the way they've treated me there has been exceptional. And then just now that it's both both parties have moved on, and I'm just really excited to be here. I understand the rivalry, and a lot of people won't appreciate this move right now, but that's up to me to change that opinion. I'm sure, like I said earlier, when I get on the field, they see what I'm about, they see what I give for my team, for my teammates, for them, and what I can produce as well. I'm sure, and I'm hoping that that changes. And you know, I'm a fierce competitor. I'm a winner. I'm here to win, and I'm here to help the team on the way to do that. So I'm sure they'll see all those things. I think people who have watched the league enough as well will have seen that and will appreciate that on their side. So I'm just really excited to get going. Joining at a good team, and at a good time as well, where things are starting to turn, and you're starting to see you know the more the games have went on, the more experience the guys are gaining. You can see it in the last game there how well they defended. A lot of times they had to bunker in, didn't have the ball at times, but you can see that experience coming where in previous games where they'd maybe lose a goal or lose a lead, you can start to see that coming now. So no, I can't wait to get going. Can't wait to get out there. I know it's a couple of weeks before I get to play at home, but I'm looking forward to it.
And
Same. Thank you again, man. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you. How are you feeling, real quick, before we let you go? How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling coming into? I mean, obviously, it's been a minute since you've last played a full. You played in a soccer match. So how are you feeling physically, and how are you looking heading into this weekend as the team travels to Vancouver, who's at the top of the table?
Yeah, I mean it's another exciting one. San Diego hadn't lost at home. We handed the first one. Vancouver haven't lost, so we're hoping to hand them the first defeat as well. So I'm uh, I'm in a good spot. I looked after myself, really well in the off season, which I always do. A little bit of an extended off season, but I've been in the gym working, 5, 6 times a week. I've been running the same as well, so I've kept a very good level of fitness. I understand it's completely different to going to playing 90 minutes of a game. I'm not daft to think that I could go and do that at Saturday, but the trained a couple of days now, done a lot of fitness stuff, and everyone's happy with where I'm at. So hopefully the week progresses and continues the way it has. Then I'm hoping that I'll be available, for selection. So that's the plan. But I think we're all just being a little bit cautious because, like you said, it's been a minute. October was the last time I played a game, so I understand that there's a bit of time there, and they want to do their checks and make sure everything's okay, and I appreciate that as well.
Well, there you guys go. Johnny Russell, new addition for Real Salt Lake, joining us here on the RSL show. Johnny, again, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Again, I've seen more people have positive reactions to this signing, and so I'm sure it'll take no time for you to win over this fan base. And I hope that the club continues to treat you well, man.
No, they have, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time.
There you guys go, Johnny Russell.